This man, the greatest of all, against the man who would like to take his crown one day. And this is what it's all about. I'm sure it'll.
But the one that Stephen Hendry picked out may be significant, the long potting. And that does favour Judd Trump overall in the tournament. 71% to 57.
Yeah, check the cue ball off this top cushion. Nicely played. And it's going to be short of the baulk line. He's okay. To the pink and left of the pack here. Get straight on the black after that. Looks pretty good. His cue ball just been absolutely on point.
Puts him in the interviews. It's his sort of tournament. It's his sort of day. Full house we saw in Hong Kong in front of
13.
Well, he's got an angle on the red. I'm just wondering, will he try and dislodge a couple of reds here off this red, or will he just... Yeah, straight away. Needs a bounce off the cushion.
21.
Very well played.
28. 29.
Well, it's his sixth.
Being a little bit prudent here. I don't blame him. Take your medicine and play a good safety shot. Very good. The baulk. Oh, it's gone completely wrong. Where's this red going? Was it? Well, that's a...
1.
Yes,
to get a cue ball tight to the ball cushion every time he plays a good safety shot. Oh, well played.
7.
Good shot. Good recovery. He always has this wonderful electricity, doesn't he, around him?
11.
O'Sullivan, he has that aura when he plays.
12.
Just brings something different. Good start.
$17.
Played that nicely. He's starting where he left off last
24.
night, David. Looking as good as ever. Okay, didn't win it in one visit
25.
from the first chance. Still looks to be cueing superbly well.
Yeah, he's played a good frame. He was maybe a little unlucky not to get on a red when he went into them earlier on. But he played the good safety, as you
32.
mentioned, and forced the error. This is to take the first frame. And Judd Trump has been left largely cold.
39.
Try and keep him cold.
47.
Judd Trump this first frame. Wow, lovely shot.
This is no problem on that score. Full
54.
house, big prize. Remember, 150,000 plus the trophy tonight against a player he rates very highly.
We thought that was the safe red. Nothing safe when this man is at the table. It's going close to the middle pocket.
71.
O'Sullivan. And just to start, he would have wanted.
74.
Yeah, of course, it's
70.
a longer match, 2 sessions, but 4, and then after 9, and so on and so on.
83.
He played a really good frame here, looking sharp and focused right from the off.
89.
So we're underway on what promises to be a memorable day of snooker, and we've started in style. Or rather, Ronnie O'Sullivan has. He's cleared up with 96. O'Sullivan has won 76 career titles, Judd Trump 34, so a lot of trophies between them.
Just top cushion for the black. No. So I might have a go of it after such a confident start. Maybe putting this cue ball down somewhere near the yellow pocket. Try and block that red over on the right hand side cushion. Pretty good. I think safety. I know the score and obviously winning the frames in one visit, but these are such good. Well, that wasn't a miss, that was just a bad contact. And that was a kick that went horribly wrong. Jumped up straight away.
That can make a difference, bit of bad luck or a bit of good luck.
1. 6. 7.
Yeah, those 2 reds at the bottom of the pack, they don't pot, so. He's going to have to develop them and not got enough on the cue ball. Doesn't have to hit a red, of course.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 14.
Well, forced into having a go at that red, and it was very.
1. 8. 9.
Exactly. Now he's going to attack the situation and make it as easy as possible. That's what makes him the greatest break builder of all time.
15.
When he puts this red, the other red left of it will pot, of course.
16.
Gives him more options.
24.
'Such an advantage as well. You know, people, there's not a clap, but the crowd gets so used to him playing like.
27.
He's just
34.
cued so well right from the start. You know, you can forgive nerves, can't you, in a final? Don't seem to be any, certainly not visibly anyway.
35.
Red here. Bring them into play. Needs a bit of luck again. I think he's okay if that red runs on. Have they blocked each other?
42.
The red just. No problem.
43.
Well played.
$46.
Just a little bit short of pace, but this black to leave himself 67 ahead, 67 remaining. So he's going to need one more red.
53. 54.
Yeah, business-like. Focus really hard on working out the best way to make the break to win the frame, and he's done so.
60.
Yeah, there's a real intensity to his play at the moment. There's concentration.
61.
He's off to a flight.
$68. 69.
Once again, keeping Trump cold. Judd Trump has not scored a single point yet. Just brilliant.
He's making the game look ridiculously easy at the moment.
82.
Got a nice angle. He could take the blue off the cushion here. Still be on the
83.
pink. Now, chance for the first century of the final.
$91. 94.
Well, he's setting a standard that Judd Trump is going to have to not only match but better when he gets a chance. He's not had
98.
many yet. Plenty of time, but this is a dream start for Ronnie O'Sullivan. This blue then for his 5th century of the week.
103.
Get in. No.
103.
Well, 103.
Panic buttons pressed just yet. Long way to go. Machoda has looked a little bit edgy. Has to be. Missed it by quite some way as well. Weak. Particularly the way he played against Mark Allen and Mark Selby was fantastic. Judd Trump. Good shot. Oh, great shot. Needs a bit of luck. That's unlucky.
1.
What's also done, of course, is completely opened the table up. So now the
Trump
safety
won.
really is important.
In between yellow and brown. It's on the way. It's on the way. Oh. Almost. That's more like it. And a little kiss on the yellow would be helpful.
1.
It's okay. Needs a lot of top spin this time.
$8.
Yeah, the occasion is.
Oh, wow.
Shot
Wow.
from 15. 1.
For the black, he might try and get on one of those now. That's exactly what he's tried to do.
6.
No, that's a lovely shot.
Yeah, psychologically it's an important early moment, isn't it? Because Judd Trump missed that, for him, dolly pink. And line, but how he's feeling, because that was his best chance by far to put together a sizable break of his own.
Yeah, that's the beauty of taking the second red in this break, just to open up the, look how easy
22.
it makes it. This break on the quest to win this frame at this visit, just that one shot.
23.
He's already, you saw him have a quick glance at the scores. Already he's working out, do I need any of these tight reds on this top cushion? He won't need them. That's how quick his mind works. Always aware of the situation.
31.
So.
$39.
Probably more important than the first couple in the first couple of
47.
frames, because his opponent has missed a sitter into the left centre pocket. Ronnie will sense the opportunity here. Oh, he's missed it. Well, hold on.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
Hold
52. 1.
There's a bit of work to do.
8.
Two reds. Not going to be easy. If he gets an
9.
angle on this black, and let's see what he tries here. He's tried to knock it out. Watch the cue ball. Now back for the black in the opposite pocket. Has he got
17.
it? He has. What a shot! And that's what he has in his armory. Not many players in the game can do that with such ease. That was a brilliant shot. That could be a frame winner.
Yeah, he's given himself every
24.
chance to make this clearance. It didn't look like it would be likely after he missed the pink. O'Sullivan was a big favourite to do enough to lead 3-0.
25.
So biggest moment of the final so far, this.
Contested final, but this is a big twist already. Sullivan. This
33.
could be a real settler for Judd Trump and give him a great boost. Oh,
36.
that wobbled in.
And blue and pink.
40. 45.
This was not straightforward, this clearance. He had to deal with the two reds on the top cushion.
First little mistake from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Good test, this one. The red just above the black to the right. It is potable into that left corner pocket, but cue ball.
No, you can see the respect they have for one. They embraced for what seemed like forever. To emulate all his achievements. Not easy when he's still there. It'd be one thing if he'd retired. He's still there playing at the top of his game.
That's pretty good. Yeah, good shot. So the red just to the left of the black there. He's got a nestle right on it. Very good.
The balls are on the table dictate the sort of snooker you're going to see. Neither player looking to leave any sort of chance. As reds start to scatter.
Yeah, but it's just as intriguing, isn't it? And fascinating how the safety shot back to the top cushion behind the black. Not easy to get tight on the cushion here. He's played that nicely. Good shot, that. But it could be on the blue if he pots it. No. Very dangerous.
One. Nine.
Yeah, has he got a nice angle to try and dislodge a couple of reds here, or does he go up?
Seventeen. 21. 20. 30.
He's played for the pink. He's close to that red, he's got to be careful. Ooh.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 36.
Yeah, it all made a difference, didn't it? He's not happy either.
On the pink, you can disturb these 5 reds here now. Bring them all into play, and that's exactly. I'm not be too concerned about them just yet. I'll try and clean up these reds around the pink and black. He's back in the frame,
15.
back at the table.
Sixteen.
Just thinking a
23.
few shots ahead here, and this will cross Judd's mind, of course. That blue is not in a bad position for those 2 reds
24.
near the right middle. Maybe from the penultimate. So I take
30.
Just wondering, will he? No, he's going to wait until the
31.
last open red. Nicely made, a nice angle.
37.
This now. And then depends on this
38.
little cannon that he's going to try and make. Try and bring at least one of these reds out.
Oh, nicely done. That couldn't really.
44.
Into play. Needs a connection on this red. I think.
Judd Trump, 49.
Well, was that shot? Oh, wow. He's left it.
One.
You saw him drop his head there. Knew he overhit that straight away.
Judd Trump 6.
So Trump switching hands now. Quite.
Could play the cross double here into the opposite middle pocket. He certainly could. That was, which will suit a right-hander. Didn't suit Judd Trump, but it certainly suits Ronnie O'Sullivan.
3. 4.
When potting this blue and the yellow to get close to that green. He can't play it left-handed, Ronnie.
9. 11.
Doesn't want a big bounce, wants a soft bounce off this cushion.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 11.
Yeah, as you say, it was a big shot indeed.
Will he play a little cannon on the brown? No, he's gone around the table. Oh, that is so unlucky.
Ronnie
Great
O'Sullivan
pot,
4.
trying to take the cue ball right around the table, back for the brown. But
Points dead level then.
3.
But O'Sullivan now,
7.
as I say, it does feel like he's been on top, but it could easily have been 2.
12.
Just sets the tone as the players go off for the interval, how they're feeling. Trump would have been delighted with 2-2. O'Sullivan very disappointed. But the in-off has cost Judd Trump. A fascinating frame in the
A lot of this game is played in the mind.
One.
If it, a lot of it's played between the ears, this game. Sullivan has been the better of the two players, without a shadow of a doubt.
9.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Neil. Mixed feelings, really, about the in-off on the green for Trump. It was cruelly unlucky, but I think O'Sullivan did...
Well, the cue ball didn't have the... But he still
17.
played that shot well. Judd looks a little uncomfortable in his chair, doesn't he? They're just taking a look. It is a long match.
24. 32.
Well, here's a situation with the red near the top left pocket as backup if the split doesn't work. And the split has worked all right.
37.
Yes, Phil, it seems to me not dissimilar to a break-off in 9-ball where the cue ball is key. On the split, it stays in the centre of the table. The reds, or all the balls as it is in Paul, just need to spread accordingly. It's always nice to have a red. Oh, wow. Well,
Ronnie
it was meant
O'Sullivan,
to be a
45.
backup red.
One.
And now a
8. 9. 14. 14.
Well, they both missed one now, and a little shake of. Better shot than it looked now. It was, okay, it was a plant, but he's struck the cue ball well.
Three. 4. 12.
It was 2-visit snooker in the first frame, and it looks like being 2-visit snooker in the 5th.
$18.
Look, you can tell it's a good match because
25.
what's more significant are the odd mistake made by either player in amongst all the good stuff.
26.
And when you know that there's a little mistake made, like they know that around it, some very good snooker being played.
$33. 33. And the frame.
Errors are being. And if there's one player in the game you don't want to struggle against, it's Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Yeah, Ronnie had potted 70 out of 70 of the first shots that he attempted. Then he missed one right at the end of frame 2, which didn't mean anything. So he was right up there from the very first shot. So he applied pressure on Trump from almost Trump's break-off shot.
Today, O'Sullivan looking to win a record professional tournament. As for Trump, he's trying to join O'Sullivan as the only player.
One.
Playing all the way round on the bottom red. Ooh. Jaws in the middle pocket were not part of the plan.
6.
Amazing, isn't it, that he's hit both jaws. Gilmore just checked across the middle of the table, and now he's not on the bottom. That was there until he walked round having not got the other shot right.
Judd Trump.
Positional shot.
6.
He's not hurting O'Sullivan at the moment enough. Not punishing him. Not doing anything to put. One or two slight gasps because he never went anywhere near the pot. He hit them reasonably firmly. And that's exactly the problem, isn't it? I mean, the red's quite close to the pocket, but also a little bit close to the cushion.
Bounced in a minuscule way. Enough.
1.
For it to wriggle in.
5.
Well, the target red was always good.
6.
It guaranteed the cue would end up
Ronnie
in the
O'Sullivan.
one
6.
place. Trump can't pot the red.
One.
That is a sort of a confident man and someone that
6.
And then last night in the semi-finals,
had to hit it hard and stun it round
13.
to widen the angle to get himself away from that red on the left side.
14.
Well, that big frame that you was on about, Phil, it could be going the way of O'Sullivan if he continues. A long way to go, but it's a good chance now.
22.
didn't intend to pop this red to middle, but suddenly presented itself and he was stopped in his tracks, licking his lips.
$37.
No, he missed a similar red to
O'Sullivan,
that in the
37.
third frame on 52.
But again,
One.
the big moment will only be a big moment if Judd takes advantage of it.
$15.
No one's better at the pound.
Judd Trump, 20. Foul.
Ooh.
Miss.
There wasn't much room,
Judd Trump,
as you can
6.
really work out from the fact that he hit the pink.
1.
Good shot. I've seen those missed actually. He made it look simple to pot it, and there is an argument this frame is as crucial as anything we're going to
4.
see all day. If Sullivan wins it, because he has made a couple of
5.
errors.
.22 in front, so he will need
12.
both reds. This is frame ball.
19.
The two lengthiest frames.
Different ball game.
$25. $27.
Two brilliant players, but this frame, as I said, it was more important for Judd to win it than Ronnie, I think, but it hasn't worked out. A disappointed, concerned, slightly dejected body language. We played in the
39.
World Final, of course, which O'Sullivan won only in the spring.
45.
And the world.
One.
He's played that well. Just got the feeling, looking at O'Sullivan at the end
4.
of that last frame, he's got himself a couple of frames since the mid-session interval.
5.
He's expected more from Judd than Judd has delivered. Now at 5-1, he really has to find. It's almost like O'Sullivan saying, show me what you've got. Because this is a time when, yes, he's going to be behind. It's just a question of whether he can pull something out of the wreckage here and make this close tonight. He loses 2 of the next 3 frames, he's way back. $11. 12. Judd thought that the black was going to be possible.
20.
After 2 respots, it still wasn't.
$25.
I'd like to think that he played it, but I'm pretty sure he didn't. Played around a couple of cushions into the bunch there.
$26.
And you get the reds open now. He's got no angle on the blue. Walk away. Which is something you don't see very often from these top players in this day and age. No real option of getting
31.
the reds open, taking the points and running.
Judd Trump, 31.
Trump's scoring power restricted in this session. He's only made 1/2 century, 51 in the 3rd frame. His quality table time has been quite limited. for Trump. This is all very different from 12 months ago when he beat another. Right now for Trump, it's a dogfight for him, trying to get some form of respectability back in the scoreline.
Think of the Masters final, which really told us what a brilliant player he'd become, beating Ronnie at
Foul on him,
the
it's Ronnie
Alley
O'Sullivan.
Pally, which is his sort of
Yeah.
place he's had so much success. They are so fractional. Oh, that's
Foul
rolled.
on him, it's Ronnie
Seems to
O'Sullivan.
turn.
1.
And the worst news of all is that he left that red. Goodness me.
Nine.
He's not infallible,
17.
but far more often than not, he capitalises 100.
24. 25. 33.
Predicting modern snooker as a full Monday. It did run through my mind that O'Sullivan would relish it, and that's just
38.
how it's turned out.
39.
Yes, it's been good. Judd might be seeing it a little differently after that previous line slightly.
47.
But at the time, I don't know that he saw it as a bigger mistake as it's turning out to be. And he played a couple of good shots.
55.
So just the colour here and the red. And this is looking a little ominous and as I said, I think O'Sullivan has kind of invited Trump to raise the stakes, raise his game, and he hasn't done it.
67.
And just enough on the table for what would be yet another
76.
O'Sullivan, the champion of champions, alone
79.
over the years.
83. 88. 88.
Don't know what the music the DJ is going. O'Sullivan is a formidable frontrunner, there's no doubt about that, but he's also fallen victim to
Sorely missed.
Yeah, I put together a list of the youngest ever ranking event winners yesterday for Fan Zhengyi's match, and I was reminded when I was doing that Paul Hunter won a ranking tournament when he was a teenager.
Well, he caught it much too thick, and he's left a cue ball in the middle of the table.
1.
Don't know if this goes in the... Well, that's very good. Now, he's going to win 2 frames and get back to 3 behind tonight.
8.
The semi-comeback has got to begin here.
9. $16. 17.
In a classic Shanghai Masters final, Judd Trump led 7-2 after the first session, lost to John Higgins, who made a 147 in that match. 147, just
24.
throwing it in there.
25.
Played that well. It was... I see no reason why he wouldn't stay around the black spot for the foreseeable.
$40. 41.
Now decision time. Does he want to go into the cluster? He's easily onto the 2 reds if he doesn't play it.
Yeah.
I think that's the controlled shot.
49. $57.
Maybe he can still play the black, but I think the likelihood is he's going to take the pink on. Right now, he's got... The dream is still alive.
65.
We get to the point soon where the frame is secured, and then why not keep going?
This really is a glorious chance if those reds open up.
72. $73.
Yes. Don't know if anything goes anywhere. It would be handy had there been a plant, but he's got to break them open. It's going to have to go well, this split. Wow. What a chance this is
81.
now. It really is. The pink is never going to be on its spot because he's never been potted, of course, in the period in play in the frame. It's in a lovely place all the same.
If you're not excited,
88.
you should be. Could be seeing snooker history here.
89.
We see plenty of 147s, don't we, these days, but not so many in finals.
No, that's a bit short of pace.
96.
Raymond, of course, in the final in Turkey last year. Judd Trump in winning.
$97.
Yeah, he's made 6 in total, but this would be so special.
$105.
Yes, playing on the red to the middle gives you an easier way of getting on the black
112.
when it comes to just a handful of reds left.
113.
The crowd getting behind them, but there's a wonderful hush on the shot.
120. 122. 125.
Well held. You feel this is the shot. If he gets from brown to perfect on the blue, surely he's done it. The shot is not simple, it's missable. Well, official matches. Still a special moment. Now, if it was straight, has he got any angle? No, it's not too bad.
They find it difficult to concentrate in the next frame. And of course, Trump badly needs to do that. He desperately needs to win this one.
I don't think it's broke Ronnie's concentration because he didn't really move out of his chair at the end of that break. Often you see a hearty congratulations, but for whatever reason he didn't really react in any way. And this is the celebrating. Anyway, maybe he was getting himself psyched up to make one. Tell you what, that was some red, wasn't it? I mean, fabulous positions. And he'll be thinking about just winning this frame and getting a 5-frame advantage.
17. 25.
Just lost the cue ball there. I don't know if... Yeah, the other red was not in the way, but
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 32.
it was it.
1.
And now they are sitting pretty. Every single ball on the table.
Yes, he has to regroup from the excitement of it all, hasn't he?
8.
But really, this is a lovely table. He's got to feed off of what he's just done. We know it only wins a frame.
9.
It's not really the issue. It's always a wonderful occasion. The frame is what he really needed. But maybe the inspiration is going to help him even more.
17. 22. 23.
23. more like the
30.
form we've been seeing from.
31.
That's why these two-session finals are so more significant. There's always time to make a comeback in them. Whatever happens here, O'Sullivan has a good lead tonight, but
37.
certainly if he can win this frame, it's changed the dynamic slightly.
38.
Yes, had Trump remained in the rut where he was at 6-1, O'Sullivan's lead might have been out of reach, unassailable.
43. 44. 46. 47.
'It's a good cannon. He wouldn't be
52.
remotely bothered about putting the pink safe, hitting it full on. Exactly how he wanted it. It's
53.
an important next few shots to get this frame won. To continue the fight back. Whatever
58.
happens, he will need both of these reds.
$59.
When he came to the table, Trump, this was the one red you perhaps
64.
thought might cause just a wee bit of angst.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of these shots missed into that pocket from that sort of a line. Not this
65.
time. Yes, it wins a frame, a 147, as we're saying, but it certainly will bring about a new sense of confidence and belief. It was a moment. It was a moment that he made happen, and that will give him a lift for tonight, even though
69.
he's behind. This match has got a
71.
lot of mileage in it. It's going to be terrific this evening.
11 years ago in 2011, Trump's
74.
breakthrough year. He beat O'Sullivan 4-3 in the final of the Antwerp Open in Belgium. It was a mini classic.
78.
Both players were given a standing ovation at the end. And tonight might be just the same.
83. 89. 96.
Packed house here in Bolton for this clash of these two supremely entertaining players. And as I say, these early frames now in the final session really one thing I will say, it's a different sort of match because it was a two-day match, but the World Final, the last time they played earlier this year, Trump, of course, really turned it on in the afternoon, but O'Sullivan came out in the evening as if it was just a new match. There was no reaction to the comeback. And, of course, he pulled away to an 18-13.
Yeah, it's all set up beautifully, isn't it? Let's hope we get a latish finish and a close contest thanks to Judd the last couple of frames this afternoon. And what was beginning to look a wee bit of a lost cause, he's back in amongst it. Of course, Ronnie O'Sullivan's never been one to panic, but when it's Judd Trump in your rear view mirror, you'll certainly be feeling a wee bit of pressure, especially early on tonight. Wants to get off to a good start to just put the skids on Judd.
Yeah, it's how he won the frames, isn't it? I mean, the 147 obviously speaks for itself. Got the crowd really going here this afternoon, and then a good break as well in the last. At that point, maybe he'd like to have carried on, but of course it doesn't work like that. They've had a couple of hours to collect their thoughts. Both very experienced, of course, in big finals. O'Sullivan with 76 career titles, Trump with 34.
Yeah, the last frame this afternoon, Judd potted a red. Not all that dissimilar to the one on the left wing there. Into the middle, so he'll be harbouring some good memories of this type of shot. Yes, it's very difficult. Oh boy, what an effort.
One of these frames where reds have gone towards baulk, so a bit cagey down this end of the table for now.
It is touching ball.
Okay, now with Ronnie removing this lone red, he might consider the double. Removing the lone red is going to open the frame up. If not on this shot, then in a couple of shots' time. Oh, good effort. Yeah, say open it up, because now Judd has that opportunity to access the back of the bunch and just release a few.
Yeah, there's a big break on somewhere, but who's going to get in first?
has the physique and the height to be able to get this cue jacked up. Has he got cover? Now, body language says that Ronnie can get through the gap. There he go. First chance.
One.
Yeah, and it's a good scoring chance, as I say, with the Reds having spread the way they have. He started the match with a break of 96, second visit in frame 1, and then frame 2 made 103. So he was cueing very nicely right from the off in this final. And he's been in every position over the years at this stage. He's been in front, he's been behind, he's been level. It's just a question of looking ahead rather than dwelling on what's happened this afternoon. Point is, he's 6-3 up. That's the position you want to be in, coming back.
Nine. 10. Fifteen. 16. 21. 22. 29. 30.
Yeah, controlled that nicely. Almost flirted with the corner to get the cue ball out in the open.
$37. 38. 45. 46.
Yeah, the cannon in the red wasn't part of the plan. So, with good reason, just having a bit of a perusal of what's on offer. And this is going to be awkward. A bit in the straight side.
51. 52.
It was Trump who really
55.
needed to start the evening well to stay in touch, but he left that red to the yellow pocket from distance, which O'Sullivan knocked in.
56.
And now Ronnie O'Sullivan needs another red after this blue. It should be 7-3.
$61. $62.
So this piles the pressure on Trump as he attempts to stay in touch in these early frames.
$69. $70. $75. $76. $79. $80.
As you advance in years, you're supposed to slow down a bit and get a bit
87.
nervy and a bit cautious and all those things, but there just isn't any of that going on. O'Sullivan, honestly, I don't think I've ever seen him have such good extension through impact. See it there, see that? Punching through it. Smooth yet
92.
powerful.
94. $97.
So the brown for his second century of the final and sixth of this year's Champion of Champions. What a start to the night for Ronnie O'Sullivan.
101.
Cagey opening to the frame with the safety. The chance came, the chance was taken, and O'Sullivan moves to within 3 of the
106.
title.
Sullivan.
106 from Ronnie O'Sullivan. It would be his second since becoming world champion for a 7th time. Of course, he won the Hong Kong Masters a few weeks ago in front of a crowd of 9,000 people. Trump didn't exactly do much wrong, did he, in that last frame? He just left that red that was close to the yellow pocket after the initial safety duel, and that was it.
You think he's not thinking about things? He thought about 2 different shots there. But there was a wee bit of risk attached to both of them. And because of the man he's playing in Judd, he just simply isn't prepared to leave any door ajar if he can help it. So he thought, right, okay, let's wait this one out a couple of shots and see if I can get cover in bulk and cover that red above the blue spot. He may get blasé in the odd interview here and there, but when it comes down to being out there and in the heat of battle, you bet he's up for it.
We heard the groan from our audience. That was so close. That looked to be heading in at one point. See it again. Just got that near jaw.
That's the cover that he was looking for. Contemplating the red on the right, wants to take it on, but he knows if he doesn't get it, there's every chance he's going to leave one. Fantastic pot. Deserved a decent result and beyond something. He's on the black, not easy. What can he do with a cue ball from this? Very good. And if he's going to get right back into this match, that's what he's got to do. Make things happen when it appears there's not much on. Not out the woods just yet. Tough little cutback this. That's a gorgeous shot.
9. Thing
is, this afternoon it took a long time for him to get scoring. He made 1/2 century before the maximum. Can't afford to wait that long tonight, I think.
17. $22. 23. 26. 27.
Yeah, nice recovery. He played on yellow a few shots ago, but didn't play it properly. Now then, is it all systems go? It is. Ah, that's unlucky. Played it well.
32.
Yeah, that's the shot to play. Push the red near the side cush. And it gives Ronnie a problem.
Yeah, Trump didn't miss. He just was a little unfortunate not to land on one to continue the break.
1.
Yeah, it's unlucky again, isn't it? Great pot. Not so much not getting the rub of the green at the moment, just the odd little thing not going his way. So this is where you've just got to hang tough, and he will. Hang tough, keep the faith that good things are just around the corner.
Yellow ball. Judd Trump, 1.
Okay, now that red by the pink, he'll probably play it. Well, surely can he get through a gap between green and blue? No, he's taking on the money shot. Always bound to leave something, so this is a half chance now.
Well, another key moment in a match full of them. Trump 7-3 down, but 33-0 up.
One.
Yeah, and this time, no nasty kisses on the way in and out of ball. So a chance here in frame 11. Just a bit wary of that red. He's developed over the years a real toughness in his game. We all remember, I think, when he hit the scene when he was young, and he was very exciting talent, but still quite raw. But he's really developed the all-round game that you need, and we've seen the good thinking in this frame as well. That eventually has initiated this opening.
$13. 14. 19.
Just in this visit,
20.
his pace around the table has visibly quickened, but again, see, that's been sort of his Achilles heel all day long. He's done that a few times, hasn't got above the blue line.
No, he's just complicated things a bit, because he still needs red in a colour after the blue, or after whatever colour he takes. Brown it is then.
24.
Well, he still needs a colour, but he's recovered the situation so well with this double. Now put everything here into this pot.
Yeah, Judd's tough, and I mean, he's granite tough, to be honest, but he also knows he's that snooker smart that he knows that he's got to show Ronnie something. Foldsy spoke about it.
And the frame.
Having lost the first frame, with 2 frames to come before the mid-session break, still a chance this could be very close when they come back for the final mini-session.
Yeah, it's just at the tail end of the previous frame. I was kind of suggesting that on the back of what Neil Foulds was saying, rightly so, in the studio, that Judd perhaps has got to show Ronnie something a wee bit different. The reason for that, he probably realises himself that Ronnie's not going to make silly tactical or safety errors. And yet, Ronnie might be sitting thinking, well, that's what I want. I want Judd to come out slugging and going for reds that he maybe normally wouldn't. So that's the balancing act that I think Judd faces. This being a prime example, you know, it's an easy push red up and down and there's no problem, there's no danger, but any half chance, he's got to jump on it.
One.
Okay, choices: yellow for red or half ball brown and into the bunch early. It's half ball brown and full attack mode. Here we go. That's attacking. Talk about making something happen.
5.
Case in point right there, brilliant.
So now it's about focus. He's got himself in a wonderful position here. Kicked
6.
open the doors in this frame, but he's got to take care.
Twelve.
Still not getting through that shot properly. But As we know, he's got the cue power to get this cue ball round the houses. Good recovery.
18. $19.
Right from year one, I think Champion of Champions established itself as a big event and seems to be growing in prestige every year. Trump, we heard right from the start, before he even played against Luca Brisselli in that first match, he's a big fan of the slightly different look and feel of it.
25.
Would love to retain that trophy for another year.
26. $32. $33.
That last shot red to black will make him feel really good because it was played to the millimetre.
40.
And he had no room for manoeuvre. He had to nail it. And this is the payoff.
41.
So attack mode continues. Oh, yeah, how did he get the cue ball up there? There was half a degree of angle on that. Black off the spot, but hard work done.
49.
Expect him to secure the frame from this position.
$56. $57.
Again, similar to the shot we're trying to get deep on the cue ball and up top side of blue. He's not quite getting through that type of shot for whatever reason.
Yeah, the question is, can he keep recovering the situation when things just go a little awry? So that position again in the frame where he's not too far away from securing it.
Blue ball.
Yeah, probably
62.
deserved a decent kiss there early on tonight. Things like that were going against them. Oh, brilliant.
63.
And I said at the time, you've got to keep your faith and good things might be round the corner. Well, they are now.
O'Sullivan needs a snooker. He lost his way a little bit in this break, Trump, but he's such a good potter.
68.
So, every frame is huge,
69.
but the next to last before the interval for 8-5 or 7-6. Trump, importantly, on the front foot tonight, showing intent. That brown he took on to get the reds open. This was a big shot. If he wins the final,
76.
I think we'll look back on that. He's not waiting for the door to open. He's going to try and kick it down. tonight. And O'Sullivan, of course, will
77.
observe this as well from his seat. This is how Trump wished he'd started the afternoon.
$82.
Didn't quite hold its line, but no matter. 82. Ma- Yeah, it was impressive the manner by which he got in on and took control there, Trump. But also, when he did go wrong, as he did, he recovered well. What he'd like to do is cut out the going wrong and keep maybe just a tighter control on the cue ball.
Doesn't want to take this red on the thin cut to right middle. But there aren't all that many other appealing options. You see, with the black tied up, there's little if no future down this end. Can't avoid careering into other reds if he takes the pot on. But what we do know is he doesn't want to take it on. It will only be a last resort. Pressure. The pressure has been applied by the onslaught of Trump, and he's got reward. That thin safety by Ronnie is the first time this week he's caught one anywhere near half ball. He knew it had to be thin. And it went wrong, so.
$6. $7.
Yeah, coming out tonight, and especially after the first frame, the question was,
12.
did Judd have anything left? Well, he's answered that question because he's got plenty. The next question is how much resilience is Ronnie going to have to this onslaught if, and it's still a big if,
13.
Judd can close to 7-6 at the interval.
Oh, nice.
I think this morning, just chatting to everyone backstage, everyone was kind of the view, look, we don't really mind who wins, we just want a close final, and we're starting to get one. Judd Trump, he's starting to play certainly his best snooker of this match, the sort of snooker that got him here. Remember, he's had 3 very tough matches: Luca Purcell, Mark Allen, Mark Selby, just to get to the final. Of course, it started with that maximum in frame 8 that really
19.
got him going, and the gap between sessions doesn't seem to have made that much difference.
20.
Nice cannon.
Yeah, played this lovely. Got a little piece of the black, didn't he?
27.
Just flicked it down. That was perfection.
$28.
Still not on point with top side of blue. So, one loose red to play on.
$33.
Oh, that was struck.
34.
As good as any shot he's hit all match long to guarantee the angle. The only trouble with this, the more power he injects into it, he could lose the cue ball. So it's half pace, not full power. Like that. Brilliant shot. That was all he could do.
41.
Just had to hang off a few ounces of pace there, so he's never getting the reds far and wide.
$42.
Well, the times they are changing in this final. Trump with all the momentum now.
$49.
Not been left with anything straightforward here. Dead centre of the pocket. He's showing tonight great attitude, Judd Trump. And I'm going to mention, because he never pushes himself forward, his brother Jack, who's in his corner. Perfect person really for Judd to have with him. He's his brother, he can talk to him how he likes really. But what he's done, clearly, he's just helped him stay positive, stay focused.
55.
And remind him maybe of all the terrific performances he's put in finals, including against Ronnie O'Sullivan, who he's beaten 7 times in 11 finals prior to this one. There's the pot success tonight. Trump at 97%.
$56. 62. $63.
Pink then. O'Sullivan needs a snooker. Well, he's gone on the charge tonight, hasn't he? And it's worked. He lost the first frame. Things were looking bleak then. There is his brother Jack, who I mentioned.
69.
And suddenly Team Trump are starting to sense it might be their night after all.
70.
We've got the final, Alan, we wanted.
Oh, you bet we have now. You would never ever discount Judd Trump because we all know, we've seen it many, many times.
77.
But to retain the belief that he clearly did come out with tonight is so
78.
impressive. You could sense a frame or two ago he was beginning to believe, especially the brown into the bunch, the parting of the Red Sea, and now he's one behind.
Well, these are always big nights, these showpiece finals. When these two play, there's something extra in it, the fascination of the clash of generations. Ronnie O'Sullivan,
92.
who won their world final in the spring at 6-1 at 7-3, was looking a big favourite. Now it's anyone's.
93.
And it's O'Sullivan in a way who maybe needs the interval to collect his thoughts. But this black for a century for Trump, just to underline how well he's played tonight. From 7-3 down, he's been superb. He's gone on the attack.
100.
Yeah, he certainly has, Phil. He's got all the momentum now. What has Ronnie got left? And how will he react? As Stephen said, maybe the interval came at a really good time for Ronnie O'Sullivan, just to regroup. He'd been through it all before. Seen it, done it, wore the t-shirt many times.
O'Sullivan opened the match by scoring 247 points without reply, but the boot's on the other foot now. And the pot success rate overall for the entire match is now marginally in favour of Trump. If you recall, well into the afternoon session at one point, O'Sullivan's pot success rate was 95%. Trump's was down at 81. But the ace in the pack has brought about a radical improvement.
No, this has gone wrong. What's he left? Has he got lucky? No. He's got a red into the left centre or up into the top left corner. They take this into the left centre, that'll get top side of the blue.
One.
I see a Judd Trump special here. Gonna try and catch the pink full ball if he is going to take the blue. He doesn't have to. We could play the yellow in and out of ball, cut the cue ball for those two reds right of the pink, but gets this blue, hits the pink full ball, should get a good split. Well, I'm very surprised at the pace he played that at. I don't think he's on anything. No. Well, that baffles me, Phil. And normally that's his shot. You know, play. Okay, the angle is a bit more acute, but that's a shot with pace. Open the pack and Get them all open.
You could almost describe it as non-committal.
Judd Trump. 6.
You're surprised, Ken. I think Ronnie O'Sullivan will be pleasantly surprised.
Possible red into this bottom right hand corner. The top red of all the reds. And he could screw across off one cushion for the black into the same pocket. Yeah, that's the one. Doesn't normally turn these shots down. Oh, close. Well, he was leaving in such a way, he thought he wasn't going to leave anything, but have a look at where the red is finished. Pretty close this.
One.
A 40-minute potting drought for O'Sullivan. That's actual playing time. Doesn't include the interval. Is over.
Six.
The bottom red pots, you can get on the black here as well.
Seven.
This will be a real test here for Ronnie O'Sullivan. As I said, he's been through it many, many times, but he's happened to go to the well here. He's been put under severe pressure by his opponent.
$14. $15.
Great shot. All great sportsmen produce the goods when they've been asked a question. Ronnie O'Sullivan is no different.
$22. $23.
Doesn't mean that he's not feeling it though. Doesn't look like he is. We want to reassert himself here in this match and stop the rot. It's the first bad shot he's played. He's not got a good angle on this black. Yeah, he wanted the cue ball another couple of inches further down the table.
But when it comes to that white, he manoeuvres and manipulates and always seems to have a solution to any kind of problem.
Very good. Very good recovery.
31.
Once again, he's got a slight angle to go into the pack, but he'd rather not. He'd rather pick off one of these four on the right hand side. But he's got to be very precise with the cue ball. He's gone into them. How's his look? He's got a red
38.
into the right centre. It's certainly not easy, this.
39.
Oh, this looks good if it runs out. This looks very, very good indeed. What a shot.
44.
Best shot of the break so far.
$45.
Brown being off its spot didn't make that much difference because it was in a straight line with where it should be, but he still needed the purchase on the cue ball.
One anxious look. Is he on this
52.
red into the left centre? I think so. Just about.
$53.
After the punishment that he's received, this is a fine effort.
Yep.
But there's still a task to complete. Under this kind of pressure, balls can be missed even by a genius.
Yeah, just spotted something on the way, so a little bit of time just to compose himself.
$60.
This is wonderful
61.
stuff. As I said, he's been asked a question and he's come up with all the answers. Black and one more red.
$68. 69.
Frame ball in. Looks like a 2-frame advantage restored. In all of these interviews, Ken, time after time, he says, I'm zoned out. I'm not really
74.
into it anymore. Don't you believe him?
75. $82.
Yeah, there's no doubt this would give him a great
83.
adrenaline buzz. He knows his opponent has been playing so well. He's been keeping him cold.
90.
And he had to respond, and he had to respond quickly. And he's done it in great style here, I
91.
must say. Fantastic break. This will bring the house down
98.
when he gets another century, Phil, I'm sure.
99.
Not yet, not yet.
$106.
He's third century of the match, and he's 7th of the tournament. And bear in mind, to win this, you only have to win 4 matches.
109.
3 of them, single session, the final over 2 sessions. It's a great strike rate.
Yeah. And what a final both players have treated us to already.
113.
Top quality snooker at its best. From 2 of the greatest. And this
118.
man is the greatest.
O'Sullivan doesn't just respond.
Yeah, good break off. What you'd hope for. A little bit of cover behind the green, so he's got to play off the pack here. And always, anytime you play off the pack, there's always that chance of a red popping out. Ooh, he's being fortunate where the cue ball is finished. Okay, there's a red left of the pink that Ronnie could take on, but it's the one part of his game that hasn't been at the best throughout this final. Has been his long putting. He's only had 8 from 14.
Played that one pretty cleverly. The only ball he could leave was the one he went for. Yeah, I think the mild criticism about O'Sullivan's potting from distance doesn't just apply to the final. I think throughout the tournament, I've seen him better. Just shows how explosive the rest of his game has been.
Watch Judd eyeing up here. A plant. It's not dead set. It's one that he have to make, and as you can see, there's a couple of there's a little gap between those reds. There you see it's going towards the top cushion, left of that pocket, so it's not. Certainly can make it. And up and against it. It's pretty good. There's one shot, a safety shot from Ronnie in that last frame before the interval. Caught the red much too thick. What about this time? It has to miss the brown. Has to miss the brown. Well, he's covered the red. It's closest to the corner pocket with another red. That was a bit fortunate, but he still has left this red, a possible pot into this bottom right corner pocket. He's come down to have a look at the black. I think the black will pot into the left corner. Yeah, there you see. So you could play for the black here.
One.
Oh, what a shot. Very unlucky, but he may be on the pink into the left centre. From that angle, Phil, it looks pretty tight, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was looking at Judd. His body language didn't scream positivity. Just sensed the pink wouldn't go before he came down here to look.
Green ball. Judd Trump. 1.
I'm just looking at those 2 reds above the black here. Wonder, can he push another red onto those 2 reds? Possibly play a plan. Not quite sure what he had a look at those. Those 2 reds, yeah, look, that's a possible plan. Not quite sure whether Ronnie's seen it or not. Oh, he's played a good one here. Very, very good indeed. He'll be happy with that. He's got a bit of a problem here. Judd Trump, if he plays the red that's closest to this top cushion, the one just from the left corner, just to the right of it. If he plays that and tries to get the cue ball back down towards that yellow pocket, that red will be going over towards the opposite corner pocket. That's what he's afraid of. Well, he's missed the red completely there. That's a mistake. He's missed the red on the way down, and that's why he's got the back of those two reds on the way back up the table. A red to left middle here for Ronnie O'Sullivan.
At the moment, the black is pretty much out of commission, but there are plenty of other alternatives.
One. Six. Seven.
Normally so good around the black spot. Well, he's going to have to just concentrate on the pink here, but this is where his cue ball control really comes into it here. It's going to be a series of little stuns and soft screws and just
13.
holding for this pink into the middle pockets and the bottom corner pockets as well.
$14.
This time tried to get up top side of the blue, but just a bit straight. $19. $20.
The green was the fail-safe.
Yeah, he tried to get out for the pink, didn't he, into the bottom right corner pocket, but you won't be playing this green with any real pace. He'll be dropping it in. There's one or two reds just waiting there into the right corner pocket. Yeah, just drop it in dead weight. Perfect.
$23. $24.
Anytime you're hitting down on the cue ball, there's always the chance of imparting some unwanted side and missing the pot. He will be relieved about that one.
Yeah. It was a better shot than it looked, wasn't it? Now he's held the pink spot, which hasn't done him any favours at all.
30. $31.
So now he's going to have to concentrate on blue. There's plenty of loose reds available, so you won't mind that.
36.
Can win this frame.
37.
4 or 5 blues will be enough this time.
In the end, could have done him a
43.
backhanded favour. The pink is back where it should be.
$44.
He was just being dramatic there. He knew the white was okay.
$49. $50.
Well, another lovely shot. Beautifully played. Just a quick look at the scoreboard. Red in colour.
57.
Repelling the Trump challenge in his own smooth, sophisticated style.
64.
Well, this is just a genius at work. Judd Trump can't do anything. He was in a lot of trouble with that safety shot. But this has been absolutely sublime. What a break
70.
this is.
70.
And what a time to do it.
Yeah, at the moment, numerically inferior to the 1-2-4 with which he won frame 14, but in terms of the way it's been constructed, arguably the best break he's put together today.
Yeah. And I'm sure
78.
the break with the greatest satisfaction as well. Black was tied up all the way through this frame.
79.
I could concentrate on pinks and blues. Oh, look at this for a shot. He's making the cue ball
85.
dance and talk at the same time. This is fantastic.
It goes astray, left-handed.
Let's come around to have a quick look to see does this red pass the pack into this bottom right corner pocket. Could play it as a shot to nothing. Cue ball back into the bulk area. No.
These finals can take late twists. Back in early April at the Tour Championship, if you recall, John Higgins was 9-4 up on Neil Robertson. The engraver was tempted to start work, but Robertson came back to win 10-9. We're not fighting off Trump yet.
No, that's the hardest thing about this game. When your opponent's at the table, all you can do is just sit and wait. He has missed the pot. It's just a couple of safety shots. Let's Ronnie in, and he's got to sit down with the rest of the frame. Nothing you can do about that. Wait for a chance and try and do it himself. Will he get the chance? What a response from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Everything thrown at him from Judd Trump. And we always say, Phil, that You know, the interval can change the momentum, can't it? The momentum was firmly with Judd Trump, but since the interval, it's been Ronnie O'Sullivan. And once again, another excellent safety shot. Got his opponent. A spot of butter here. Great reply.
Cue ball into Borg, but not quite as deep as O'Sullivan wanted it to be.
Well, he came down to have a quick look to see was this black open into the bottom left corner pocket. Looks like it is. And he dropped this red in. Oh, and he's left the red. He hasn't missed many of those, Judd Trump. And that was one would have expected to get. Don't think Ronnie can hold for the black here, but he may be able to play a cannon on the middle red here and hold for the pink into the right centre. That's what he tried. Just didn't push the cue ball through far enough. Still take the pink on a bit more of an angle than he would have liked. No, not this time.
Ronnie O'Sullivan won.
Yeah, the angle was just a little bit more difficult.
The telltale sign was the way he stayed down on the shot. He wasn't sure, and then that pink caught the near jaw, and we know what happens then.
One.
Is there anything left in the Trump tank?
Yeah, and he'd be well aware. Very experienced, of course. The thing about snooker, you just take each frame. Don't look at the score. Every frame is different. Take them one at a time. You're not getting standing clock. If you can win the frame with one visit, it gives himself a chance. But he's got to score.
Eight. $15.
Yeah, puff of the cheeks there. It's gone slightly awry. Cue ball a little bit close to this right-hand side cushion. The angle on this red is not very inviting. He's got to trust this across the nap. Good shot. Just lost the cue ball. Wanted to be top side of that balk line.
No one's better equipped to play that shot than Trump. It was really high tariff. And he deserves to be on the red.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, Phil. He's the best in the business of that particular shot. Gonna need another good one here. Oh, he came right across that.
Judd
Came
Trump,
right
18.
across that. Hasn't left anything easy, but that's a chance lost. You see the cue? Pushed right across the cue ball there.
Quite simply, Trump's worst shot of the entire day.
One.
And it could possibly be his last shot of the day.
Well, he'd be fearing the worst now. That shot made it look very, very easy. Now, chance for Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's on this red. Lovely little cannon into the reds to hold for this red into the right corner. He's also on the red into the left corner.
9.
Could be putting every ounce of concentration now into this.
16.
I can almost sense the winning line. Already you can see him just taking a little bit more time.
17.
Lovely shot, nicely played.
Yeah. 24.
Play for the plant. 2 reds into this right corner pocket.
25.
Lovely shot. We'll have a look at the adrenaline. Cue ball gone a couple of inches further than he would have liked. Now can he hold the cue ball, or does he have to play off this top cushion? That's just sheer adrenaline there. Lots of possibilities going through his mind. It's okay.
30. Yeah.
In this kind of situation, it's important for O'Sullivan to maintain as near to normal rhythm as possible. He doesn't want to be too hasty, I'm not saying that, but doesn't want to take too much time over shots either. Just find that natural pace.
31.
He's got to cue this nicely. Get right through the cue ball. Deep screwed down for these reds. Possibly the red beside the black. Maybe the red just on the pink spot. He's played it nicely.
33. $34.
Once again, a bit short. Needs one more good positional shot. And it'll be maybe off this red. If he pots this, it gets nicely on the
39.
colour. It could be all over. How's the
40.
position on the black? It's perfect. It could be all over, Phil. And what a final we'd be treated to, but what a response from Ronnie O'Sullivan since the interval.
47.
We've seen so much drama in snooker finals over the years. Just when you think someone's won, there's a twist in the tail. But you have to believe the way O'Sullivan has controlled the cue ball from first match to last in this tournament. The end is nigh.
Quick glance at the scoreboard.
55.
38 points in the lead, so red and black or red and blue would be enough. May go up for blue here. Bit more margin for error.
56.
And they were clapping before the blue went in. And if this red goes in, it is over.
62.
You know, the title of this tournament describes Ronnie O'Sullivan, the champion of champions. And he's about to win it
69.
for the 4th time.
70.
Well, we've been treated to a wonderful display of snooker from both players. Ronnie O'Sullivan, what he's produced in these last few
70.
has been, well, it's not enough superlatives for him. Outstanding. Another one left-handed.
82.
Can he finish off with a century? And there's the brown.
82.
No century, but everything else. At 7-6, Judd Trump was applying